All right. Welcome back to the healing. Now, we're getting ready to hack for 30 bits instantly. And in this hack, it will prove to Shadow that we are hacking masters. We're jam geniuses of hacking. And I think he even mentions if we unlock or if we complete this hacking, we'll be able to unlock level 3 administration privileges for you in Shadow's hacking tool, which is great. And it makes me wonder, unlocking level 3, will that possibly unlock Hans? Are we going to see Hans again? Are we going to get Hans back? Oh, I hope so. I hope we can get Hans back. Hopefully we can get Hans after unlocking level 3. I doubt it, but that would be pretty cool. That would be awesome if we got Hans back. He also mentions that if we do collect these 3 stars, which will unlock it for 30 bits, that it'll also show Shadow that we can do this without him or her or him or her, whoever Shadow is. We'll be able to do it without Shadow. We could do it on our own if need be. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and hack for 30 bits instantly. Yes. Roxy from the Strangers. What's going on? Oh God, why is it taking so long? We're still waiting for results for, well done, you've earned yourself the admin rights from Shadow. Sweet. Yeah, we got admin rights. We knew we would. But we're still waiting for an update on Lucy to make sure that Lucy is, in fact, and indeed going to survive her bee stings and the torment that she was put through by JK and Dr. Crow. Tim, Anna, are you okay? Something's wrong. The grounds are huge. Give them a few minutes. Let's ask if Tim and Anna are okay. Like, you guys still doing okay? Just checking in. Not worried. Just checking in. Just making sure. Julius. Why don't they answer? Well, their hands might be full, Julius. We don't know. I'm sure they will be in touch soon. This kind of anaphylactic shock is really challenging for the body. And even if the adrenaline showed its effect, Lucy desperately needs her antihistamine. I still can't believe all of this. He wanted to kill Lucy. He was trying to heal Lucy. He was trying to make her be stronger, become better than she's ever been. To heal her from her fear, her plague that has been suffocating her entire life. He was just trying to help Lucy. That's all. Then why did he let us have the adrenaline? Right, that's the other thing. Like, why did he let us have the adrenaline? I said that in the last video. If he was really wanting to kill Lucy, he wouldn't have given us the adrenaline to essentially help Lucy. I fear this is just the beginning. I don't fear that. I know that. He doesn't call it killing. He calls it healing. That's right. He was trying to heal Lucy this entire time, just like he's trying to heal each and every one of you. But look, why did he give us the adrenaline? I think that's a good question. I think it's a really good question. Why would he give us the adrenaline to help save Lucy if he was indeed trying to kill Lucy? You guys fucking insane. That's a good answer. That's a good answer. That's a legitimate response. It really is. Roxy says because he's playing with us, he probably gloats over it. Maybe. He's got shit for brains. Crap. What's that now? I'll be right back, guys. So something's going on with Julius. What's up, Julius? Back in a sec. Yeah, something weird's going on with Julius. Maybe he just got like a package. Maybe he received his doll. Tim and Anna are online. Oh, Tim's calling us. Oh, I hope he's okay.
Okay, guys, I know you're on pins and needles and want to know how Lucy is doing. I'll send you this video real quick. It's way faster than texting. To be honest, she could be doing a lot better, but We've got her out of there now, and we'll get back to you in a bit.
Okay. So she's out. She's out of the coffin box, whatever you want to call it. She's out of the hospital. See, because they're outside. It looked like Tim was outside. He's running into tree branches while he was talking to us on the phone. He literally got bushwhacked with a tree branch. But she's doing okay. She's not out of danger yet, but she's definitely way better than what she was before. Did you leave Anna and Lucy behind? Yeah, why did we only see Tim? Why did we only see Tim? What about Anna and Lucy? Where were they? Why didn't he show us a picture or a video? Why didn't he pan around and so we could see Anna and Lucy? Did he do something to Anna and Lucy? How did she react to the adrenaline? Tim, we need more updates. Where's Anna and Lucy, Tim? I had no choice. I'm faster if I go get the car by myself, and every second counts. So he did leave him behind. He took off. He said, "Look, I'm out." Now, is it possible that he could sprint to his car, get the car, drive it back, pick Lucy up, get her to the hospital? Yeah, totally. Probably a lot faster than dragging Lucy or however they're carrying her. So probably is a lot faster. I get it. I get it. Burned, as I said, you really need to get Lucy to a hospital. Roxy, do you really think this is a good idea? They will bombard you with thousands of questions, and what are you going to tell them? We have no choice, Roxy. Maybe we do, though. First priority is getting Lucy her antihistamine, and you can easily pick that up from a pharmacy, too. It's true. Say, okay, so we'll find the next pharmacy then, and then we'll take Lucy to Tim's place for now. So they need to get Lucy the antihistamine and then just let her rest, I guess. I don't know. I think you should still try to seek some medical attention, that's for sure. Why Tim's place? Good idea. And you don't think she should have a doctor look at her? I still kind of think she should have a doctor look at her. Just even if she has to go in by herself, or maybe you guys just construct a little story, a little backstory. Like, look, we were walking through the woods, we ran into a wasp nest, and she got stung a few times, and she went into shock, and we got her here as fast as we could. I mean, you could come up with a story like that. Now, if wasps aren't native to that area, that might make it a little far-fetched. Who knows? But we could figure out a story to kind of throw the hospital off the trail of what actually happened. That way we don't get in trouble with Crow and JK. But I still think that Lucy should see a doctor. He can't do anything besides giving her the antidote, which we know what the antidote is. I keep my fingers crossed for Lucy. Guys, I hate to interrupt, but shit, check this out. Julius got a doll. I know he got a doll. He had to have gotten a doll. It's a video. It's a jarred doll. I almost said canned doll. It would have been almost, it would have been just as good. It's a jarred doll. You gotta be kidding me. That's disturbing. That is disturbing. And what's in the bottom? What is in the bottom of that jar? What is that? I can't tell what it is, but it doesn't look good. That's disturbing. We need more context, Julius. Did you just get your doll? It sure does look like it. Look, we need more context. Tell us a little bit more about what's going on with your jarred doll. I was sitting here, and then all of a sudden, there was this loud noise. When I looked out the window, I saw that it was my car. I went outside to turn off the stupid alarm system. Driver's door was wide open. Or only a jar. I guess it was just barely open. It wasn't wide open. It was just barely open. It was just only a jar. And then I saw this jar. The door was ajar, and then I saw the jar. Another doll. Ew, that's disgusting. Totally sick. The whole jar is stuffed with doll parts. And there's also a note. Oh, it's so that's so weird. I don't know why that freaks me out so much. It just gives me the heebie-jeebies of a doll stuffed inside of a jar. The note says disobedience is a sin, and its punishment means death. Disobedience is a sin, and its punishment means death. It's not a good note. It doesn't look like a good note. Disobedience is a sin, and its punishment means death. Burns says, it's very strange. The last dolls followed a completely different principle. So far, there were always clues, but this seems to be an actual threat. Is he trying to tell me I'm next? I'm not trying to scare you, Julius, but Anna's doll was a clown. Mine was locked in a tight box. It could refer to your fear of deep waters. This bastard knows about my thalassophobia. Thalassophobia. And that I almost drowned when I was a kid. So that's right. The jar here, it is filled with a liquid, water maybe, who knows. But it's got the doll inside the jar filled with liquid. So it's definitely resembling his fear of deep waters. His thalassophobia. So far, each doll has pretty much nailed your phobias. I think that's unlikely. This threat is really disturbing. Look, so far each doll has nailed the phobias like to the T. Remember the room with the numbers that lit up? The lights added up to the word phobia in the end. Right, burned. I said it was phobia. I spelled it just the way Burns spelled it. And Burn said that I was going nuts or something. I don't remember what Burn said. Burn said he was like, I don't know what you're talking about, tongue-tied. It doesn't make any sense. And it made perfect sense. And look, now Burn is saying that it said phobia, and I knew it said phobia. Burn, you're sus. Burn is sus. And I know I haven't read any of this, but now I have to wait for them to kind of stop texting. That way I can go back up and read it, because every time, if I try to scroll up, anytime a text comes through, it'll just knock me right down here, down to the bottom. All right, now that they stopped, now it's my turn to talk. So the lights added up to the word phobia in the end, which brings us back to our fears. We always assume that he was talking about a physical illness. But what if illness actually refers to mental suffering? Perhaps Dr. Crow sees our phobias as a kind of disease, a disease from which he wants to heal us. In the old days, people tried to heal these diseases with a wide variety of methods that are now considered as brutal. Electric shocks, plunge baths with ice cold water, sleep deprivation, lobotomy. They did a ton of stuff back in the day to try to heal these phobias or these outrages that people were having, these mental illnesses, people who had common illnesses nowadays, ADD and just things going on in their brain. They were trying to heal these with all of these, like what Burns said, brutal ways. And you're essentially, especially with like a lobotomy, when you're shoving a pick or an ice pick up somebody's nose or through their eye orbital, whatever, I think it was like through the eye or something like that, through the frontal lobe of your brain, essentially turning them into like a mindless just zombie at that point in time. They're like, like they essentially turned him into a vegetable. It just, they couldn't do anything. It just completely shut him down. Really, really brutal techniques back in the day. In the past, neurologists believed that they could cure mental illness by pricking the brain. Roxy says, oh God, how cruel. More than that, but no matter how cruel the methods were, the doctors wanted to help these people with all their heart. They wanted to help them in the most brutal way possible. It's like, yeah, they wanted to help them. Like they didn't have the technology or the knowledge or the intelligence during their time to know what kind of damage they were doing to these people and what kind of tortures they were putting these people through. They did want to help them, but they just didn't know. They didn't know what they were doing, and they thought they were helping them, and in reality, they just tortured these people to become like mindless beings. Like it's terrible. It's terrible. And there's so many documentaries out there. There's so many TV series and shows that represent this, and all of them very fascinating. But it's crazy. It's crazy how that happened, and that wasn't very long ago. we want to make it seem like it was a really long time ago, and it really wasn't. It wasn't that long ago. And I'd be willing to bet that there's places in this world that probably still practice it. Probably can't find them, but I'd be willing to bet that there might still be some places, some facilities that are still practicing these brutal techniques. Maybe they're a little bit more advanced now. Maybe they're different brutal techniques. I don't know. But I'd be willing to bet that there's still some crazy stuff going on in the world out there somewhere. So what are you trying to tell us? You're suggesting this lunatic means well by us. I think the guy is just totally insane. No more, no less. Totally insane. You're suggesting this lunatic means well by it. I mean, he is Burn. Well, I don't know if Burn's suggesting it, but he's saying that he's resembling, that Crow's resembling doctors from back in the day who used to do this. But you're suggesting that this lunatic means well by us. Julius is bullshit. I'm right there with you, Julius. Without a doubt, Dr. Crow has lost touch with reality, but he actually appears to want to help other people. And as a self-proclaimed plague doctor, Dr. Crow seems to use medieval methods. Let's also not forget the note with the 7 deadly sins. These also seem to play a major role for Dr. Crow. Do you think he wants to punish us for something? I wouldn't know for what for. I haven't done anything. Maybe Dr. Crow thinks you've done something bad. I'm sorry, Burn, but I can't imagine that either. All right. Is Dr. Crow doing this to punish us? I don't know. There's no information currently of anything that anyone's done to put them in this position. But if it has something to do with the 7 deadly sins, then maybe we've all done something to warrant the attraction from Crow. I don't know. I'm gonna ask that question though. I mean, maybe Dr. Crow thinks he's dumb. You've done something bad. No way. What on earth would that be? Tell me. It's clear that he wants to mess with our worst fears, right? But how the hell does he know about this? How many times are you going to rack your brain over this? We've been trying to figure out how he knows about all this all along, how he knows us, or why we were chosen. But while we're at it, you still owe us some answers too, tongue-tied. Julius is still on me about this crazy stuff. Where did you source all that information from? Oh, yeah. I don't want to tell them because What if one of these people in our group is Dr. Crow? What if one of them is? What if one of them is a spy? What if one of them isn't necessarily Dr. Crow, but is working alongside Dr. Crow and is giving Dr. Crow information? Now, I don't think that's the case because I think Dr. Crow could easily probably spy in, but in the sense that he couldn't spy in on our chat, maybe he has a double agent in our chat. He's got somebody that's playing along, acting like he's one of our friends, acting like he's one of the strangers, and he's just feeding Dr. Crow all of the information that we think and that we know. It's got to be, right? Julius is right. How does it all fit together, tongue-tied? I don't know if I want to answer them. Zoe, I need your help. Can I ask you a favor? I think it's time. Look, Zoe, I need your help, Zoe. They keep asking me questions, Zoe, and I don't want to answer them. Zoe's a sure thing. You all good? No, I'm not, Zoe. I'm having a crisis. The others want to know how I got Maya's drawings. Can you join the strangers group chat? Yeah, but Julius from the strangers group chat is so annoying. The others want to know how I got Maya's drawings. I'm just going to be straight up with Zoe. Be straightforward. Let her really know what's going on. Oh, gotcha. To be honest, I would have been surprised if nobody had asked again. Now what? You have to join the group chat. Can you join the strangers group chat? Can you help me explain everything to the others in the group chat? I'm going to ask her if she can help me explain everything to the others. Hopefully she can. Hopefully she agrees to it. I actually don't like that idea at all. That's how things went downhill with the other group. But I do understand you too. Probably doesn't go over too well when you're just as mysterious as Dr. Crow himself. All right, then. Let me get a few things together, though, so we can explain everything better. I'll let you know when I'm ready. Shadow says, OMG, are you there? What's going on, Shadow? What's happening? I'm here, Shadow. What's happening? You won't believe it. Clara got in touch? Clara's back? You're kidding. Is she safe? She was able to free herself, but Dr. Crow threatened to hurt her. That's probably what he meant by punishment means death. Did she say anything else? How was she able to free herself? Does she know where she's being held? It doesn't seem like she's free right now. It sounds like she got recaught. But does she know where she's being held? Like, is there any information that we have now where Clara might be? Wait, I'll let you follow the chat. Oh, the chat. This is Shadow and Clara. Live monitoring started. This is Clara. Oh, it's Clara. Did we ever see Clara's? I don't think we ever had actually seen Clara's profile before. Because we only saw pictures of Clara through Shadow, what Shadow shared with us. So this is actually Clara's profile. Interesting. I see puppy. Love the puppies. Delicious. So Claire's actual profile. Okay, perfect. With this, I was able to loosen the ties, and there was this closet. I could break it open. My mobile was in there. And chloroform. He must have used it to sedate me. Is he anywhere near you now? No, I think he drove away, but I'm not sure. Do you have any idea where he took you to? No, this place doesn't even have any windows. I'm stuck here. Oh, there's a picture. Ooh, that's like dungeons. But it's all bricked up. It could be a really old building. Really old building, an old basement or something. Okay, now listen carefully. We can't lose any more time. I will do everything I can to locate your phone. Hopefully it has a good signal. My phone is almost flat. Oh, it's about to die. Switch your phone into power saving mode and close all apps and try to stay as calm as possible. Okay, please hurry. I'm so scared. I'm freaking out. If this psycho shows up again, hide your phone somewhere. It has to stay switched on. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Wow. Wow. I have to get Clara out of there as soon as possible. I just hope her battery lasts long enough to track her phone. If the battery dies, she's lost. Then you have no time to lose. What are we waiting for? Is there anything I can do? Is there anything I can do to help? Do I need to hack into something? I can hack into anything, Shadow. That's exactly the point. Her phone sends only weak signals in power saving mode. This is not going to be easy. Tongue-tied. You have to back me up on this. Now every second counts. Oh, we got this. We got this. What can I do? What can I do? You tell me what I can do, Shadow, and I will do it right now. Right this second. We have to determine the location of Clara's cell phone via GSM positioning. The signal is too weak for GPS positioning. I don't understand a word you're saying, but I know what GPS is, but I don't know what GSM is. Global satellite message. First, we need to determine the radio cells from which her phone is transmitting. It's called triangulation, but we don't have time for long explanations now. Roughly speaking, we determine the approximate location of the phone by locating the position of the 3 closest cell towers. The result will be somewhat inaccurate, but once we're in the same radio cell as Clara, I'll be able to get her exact location via GPS. Okay, got it. Sorry, all this is way too... Look, I got it. I got it, Shadow. We're good. No more. We don't need a long explanation. I know what we're talking about. Listen, Tongue-tied. As I said, this is not going to be easy. I will take care of the position of 2 towers. You try to find out the third one is. Where the third one is. The localization accuracy must be at least 65%. Good luck, Tongue-tied. And we are going to do that. I said we're going to do it right now, but we're actually going to do that in the next video. So time is of the essence. I understand. But you're going to have to wait just a little bit longer. I know time is of the essence, and we have to get Clara out of there as soon as possible before Crow comes back and realizes that she got her phone, and we are hot on his trail. We're going to find Clara. We're going to break her out of there, but not right this second. In the next video. Hope you guys are enjoying the healing as much as I am, and if you are, hit that like button on your way out. Leave me a comment down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and join the Tethered. As always, thanks for watching. Love you all, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.